Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. It seems like I'm just be doing a lot of just weekend news because this election this year has been completely insane, completely out of pocket. It is. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but the news has hit that Joe Biden has dropped out of the race and he is endorsing Kamala Harris. This is crazy, guys. So now we don't have very much of a selection here. The Democrats don't have a much of a selection to choose as their next president. And we could only figure out on who a few people that we're going to have here to become president. And we're in a wild ride. So we have this here. Biden ends bid for a second term in White House, endorses Kamala Harris. So, what we have here that Joe Biden has to say, as this loads into the ether here, says that, my fellow Democrats, I have decided not to accept the nomination and to focus all my energies on my duties as president for the remainder of my term. My very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president, and it's been the best decision I've made. Today, I want to offer my support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this. See, you're not... again, they all want to talk about democracy, right? They want to talk about democracy, yet they're pretty much usurping the Biden as the president here and putting somebody else. I really just don't know where I was going because I don't think Biden is the one that's doing this, and Biden may have had a little oopsie. But yeah, even they say Harris has a lower favorability rating than Trump, and Vice President Kamala Harris has a lower favorability rating than that former President Donald Trump, according to a new ABC News poll. My apologies. Trump recorded his highest favorability rating in the history of the poll at 40%, up from the low to mid 30% range. The former president typically hovered in the poll. I don't see how they can possibly win this, guys, because this is not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what's really going on, but I don't think Harris has a chance to win. I don't think any of them have a chance to win against Trump at all. And again, people do not like Gavin Newsom. They hate Gretchen Whitmer. I mean, their own state hates Gretchen Whitmer. So I don't see where they're going to go with this here. So the Republican senator says that in the wake of Biden's announcement he is stepping down as the Democratic nominee, he would not be given access to the nuclear codes. If Joe Biden is unable to serve another term, then he must resign now. Right now. If he's unfit to campaign, he should not have the nuclear codes. It's simple. I agree. That just means, as of right now, we have no sitting president, right? We have no sitting president because he's not in the race. And normally, you're always going to want to have your president to be the next person coming up to beat the sad president, but that's just what's happening here. So for the next 6 months, we have no president. We have to see what's going to be happening around the world because, as we know, I'm pretty sure every single country in the world is getting a wind of this, including your enemies. And I'm kind of curious what's going to happen from here. I'll keep you guys posted, but I just don't know what's going to be the negative ramifications of this. It says President Biden announced on Sunday that he will suspend his 2024 re-election campaign amid mounting pressure from his Democratic colleagues on Capitol Hill. Top donors and Hollywood stars after a disastrous debate performance last month, the unprecedented announcement came as an increasing number of Democrat lawmakers have begun to publicly call for Biden to step aside, and the party's leadership reportedly was engaged in efforts to convince Biden, 81, he could not win in November's general election against former President Trump, the 24 GOP nominee who Biden defeated 4 years ago to win the White House. And guys, here's another thing. When there was a poll that talked about all the people the people that wanted to vote for Biden, the only thing that they wanted was to vote for Biden against Trump. Now, we don't think that they're not going to be getting that. So how is the Democratic voters going to feel or going to think when they don't have the person they want to be as president to become the president? That's not even going to be there because now they have no president. He is not the one that they'll be voting for. So now the American people know they want Biden, if we're going to talk about like as one of the nominee, he's not the nominee, and now they have to go vote for somebody else. Well, you're probably going to lose Democratic votes because you lied to them. This is all about democracy, right? And they're not allowing Biden to be the nominee and lie to the American people once again. So I don't think this is not going to work in the Democratic favor. I think this is going to be a worse outcome than they think, because now the people have been lied to. They have no actual nominee. They don't know who their nominee is going to be. They have to select one in post haste, and I don't think it's going to be very good. Yeah. And this is all crazy news. I'll keep you guys updated, but yeah. Insanity at least. And they did, it was kind of coincidental when after, Trump, they failed the assassination attempt on Trump, and then a few days later, Biden ended up getting sick, got COVID, and then now, not that long ago, he is now not going to be in the White House. So, I guess we'll see what happens, right? He's just not going to be there. You're not going to see him again. He's just going to be gone. And we just don't have a sitting president, and that's a great concern here. And we'll see what happens, guys. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, because it's algorithmic disease, the social media.